One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. It's the USF Bulls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
USF made one of the most interesting hires in the coaching carousel. Brian Hartline is a proven winner as a player and an assistant. Now he'll have an opportunity, first time as a head coach. We will see if he's able to get USF back on top. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So USF's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes the sophomore running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out to the right. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On first down, here comes this offense. To throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. They'll try to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Army's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now on the option. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Isaac. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Bringing the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through. Putting 3 points on the board.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A designed run for the quarterback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll try the counter, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 35. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Now an opportunity to extend their lead before the break. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This motherfucker need a highlight reel. What the fuck was that? Look. What the fuck is he doing? The play's not even fucking begun yet. My fucking dick. Brady fucking small, yeah.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies, taking on the number 24 team, the Washington Huskies.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Okay, Holly. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Ready, go. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Give to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Dumps it to the back. Snags it over the middle. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. The give to the back. There's some room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And that is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll go to the counter play, finding open areas. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the counter. Runs through a tackle. Nice move there. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Isaac. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Caught. And it's pretty obvious there was a big...
This fat fuck right here, bro.
And that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. Here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Howard. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throws to the back. Got a man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Thrust that arm out. And they swarm him under.
And that's a nice play by this offense, but, man, they got to go. They got to score 2 times. Nice run. That clock is their enemy, but they need 2 scores, so they got to get some points.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Trying to save time on defense, they used their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because